Trump about to be sidelined, replaced. Are they currently moving the pieces on the chessboard to install J.D. Vance, which basically is Peter Thiel? After all, he's the one who's been supporting them. You see, there's a lot going on at the moment. There's his health. There's his, how to put it, his past. These Epstein files, well, they're damning. He thinks he's impervious. So is he being pushed out? It's Donald Trump. So I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Things are looking that way now. He's now a liability. He was a liability before, but you know, he got them the vote, didn't he? There's a lot of foolish people out there. A lot of foolish people who believed in what he had to say. He promised cheaper food, cheap eggs, cheap gas. I tell you whatever he wanted to tell you, because all he wanted is to stay out of jail. Just wanted to stay out of jail. And they voted for him. Oh dear. Makes me wonder, is the United States lost? I think so. In its current form, it's going to take a very long time for it to heal. It's going to take even longer for us to trust it again. See, the man is an idiot. He'll post stuff like this on his Truth Social, he will. Yeah. Just a picture of a bald eagle. That image actually comes from an Israeli news article years ago. He's just a fool. He's an absolute fool. As though we can't track this stuff and see where it comes from. You can obviously find that quite easy with Google. He's crazy. And now he's threatening Iran now with sending in troops to protect the protesters and all that. I mean, know full well he doesn't give a damn about the protests. It's all about distraction. Distraction from the Epstein files. That's quite frankly damning. He don't give a shit about the bald eagles, you know. And besides, that's an AI picture. That one. I just look for it every day. I go through his so-called Truth Social, more aptly named if it was Lies Social, and it's just absolute rubbish. None of this stuff is true. Oh, the White House doctors have just reported that I am in perfect health. No one at 78 is in perfect health. All right. 79, whatever it is now. And you reckon he iced it? You reckon he's 100% of all the questions asked, he's gone about his cognitive test again. Oh, for the third straight time, he says, my cognitive examination. Something which no other president has, all previous vice president was willing to take. Oh, for God's sake, this man is insufferable. He reckons that they should do mandatory forced cognitive tests so we can filter out the stupid people. You are the stupid people. And the people that vote for you are the stupid people. For Christ's sake. Meanwhile, you're just annoying everybody out there, alienating every nation, in particular Canada. Canada's now Well, it's redirected its trade to elsewhere, such as aluminum. 2.7 million tonnes of aluminum is now being shipped to Asia and Europe. So it produces as much aluminum as the whole of the United States. 6 plants, smelting plants in the United States, have gone to half capacity. We saw what happened regarding Jim Beam. They pretty much paused themselves, didn't they? There's a whole load of other distillers are going bankrupt. Beer, brewers and that as well. It's a crazy amount of them have already gone into receivership. Oh dear, what's up with you? What's up with what? Oh, very cold and Tipperary. It's not that warm air either here in France. See your chickens and potential grapes. What? Mumbos. Oh god, there we go. Oh no, here we go. There's potentially a whole load of shit going on. Alright. Short answer to the title question. Never! You reckon? You don't think he's going to be replaced? He will be. It's inevitable now. He's a liability. He's a liability. He says some stupid stuff. He can't string a coherent sentence together. He's destroying the US economy. Or do you believe the opposite? Do you believe that he's your messiah? Fucking hell. Oh, he's bringing back trade to the United States, is he, Feck? He's cutting off the US from the world. That's what he's doing. It's all a distraction. We all know that Trump does not know how steps work. He just falls down them. World War III. Well, he'll bring you World War III. Or Trump. Certainly with Iran and Venezuela and whoever else, Nigeria. And he'd expect his so-called allies to step up. And they're going to say, excuse me, we don't want no part of this illegal war of yours. Protectionism has happened before in the history of the USA. Yeah, most likely. Apparently, Elliot wants to eat me. Am I yummy? Well, it's just it's not looking good, is it? Putin's just he signed this into law that another 1.5 million reservists are going to be called up to fight in Ukraine. 1.5 million. I don't know if they're all going to be at once or what. I don't know. But that ain't good for Ukraine. Isn't good for Europe as a whole. They're fighting the war on our behalf, quite frankly. We should have stepped up, but we're all cowards. Have I seen the New Year's celebration in China? Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Plus, the speech from Xi Jinping, he's President Xi, regarding Taiwan. That's a little bit worrying. Taiwan is stepping up and they're increasing their military. They're also putting in tank traps and shit like that. And the same thing's happening all around the European coast border with Russia and Belarus. They're stepping up the border protections, such as tank traps and landmines and stuff like that. So Latvia and places, Estonia and places like that. So yeah, it is very worrying. Hello, Canada. Hope you're well. I just made some more videos about Canada. So I'm finding it fascinating about Canada, to be honest. I didn't realise how resilient the Canadian people, but I'm also come across a lot of Canadian MAGA people, Maple MAGA. Oh my God. They're really trying hard to discredit the Liberals. But they're clearly paid for ads and stuff, and that's just ridiculous, a lot of stuff they're saying. Just to be expected, isn't it? You know. In fact, he's doing a live. I'm doing a live. I'm absolutely knackered, though. I'm so tired. I shouldn't really be doing live. I just made a few videos, actually, and put them I'll schedule them as yet, but I'm so tired. I'm yawning constantly at the moment. I'm getting old, is what it is. Yeah. Hopefully it'll be over quickly and the restart will follow. But yeah, what with JD Vance? Oh, the United States needs a complete reset. It's got to go back. It's got literally. You can't make an omelette without breaking some eggs, and there's a whole load of eggs to be broken there. And unfortunately, there's too much money involved with the billionaires and all that. You know, it's just it needs to crash. The US for the US, it needs to crash. Start again. I mean, literally crash. Obviously, you're never gonna get these people out. You're never gonna heal. It's not gonna happen. I know, but it's just that's what I think it needs. But it's not gonna happen. There'll always be the next load of billionaires, or so-called think tanks, the APACs and the Heritage Foundations and people like that who will slide into place or slide their people into place. US eggs are too expensive to break. No omelettes then. Oh, dear me. Well, I live in France, right? We're currently in the El motorhome, travelling at the moment. So we'll be back home next week. And it's just different. It's so different there. You know, it's just people are different. And even with all these so-called protests that are going on, we've only found the remnants of one protest so far. And we've been all over the place at the moment. It's just we saw a pile of burnt rubbish with a speed camera on the top. I was going to stop that video, but there's too much traffic. But yeah, it was funny. just... Oh, there we go. That's daft. That's such a stupid thing to say. That's such a stupid thing to say. How's India 2.0? Oh, I mean Canada. So you get that, don't you? You know, you get dumb people. You know, have it with the UK as well, and in France. You know, oh, you've been overrun with Muslims. Oh my giddy hell, you've been overrun with Sikhs. Bollocks, absolute bollocks. Stupid. Stupid is as stupid does. Hello, Talia. Go from Canada. So you get stupid people, don't you, Tanya? You know, you don't obviously know what's going on in Canada. You know, I've never been to Canada. I want to go. I've said this before. I really want to go. I can't remember because the dogs are old. So once they're laying down, they're all wrapped up in their blankets. It's cold, you see. But we will do at some point. We'll visit. But I'm learning a lot. About Canada. I just your political system in that as well. Your provinces and the people involved. Such a peer belief. Oh my God, that man. Oh, he's going to have to be, what do they call it now? A riding or something? They got the riding where he's going to be, he's got to be confirmed again or something. It's just, oh God, please get rid of him. He's just horrendous. Obvious Mabel. I'm MAGA. Of course, Pat. I was following a car today with a Make Canada Great Again sticker on one side and a Boy Loves Mum sticker on the other side. Both weird. Oh, that's a daft statement, isn't it? It is a daft statement. We need to understand and realise, let's make the world great again, that we're all got to work together. Every single country, we need to be able to work together. And that just improves life and prospects for everybody if we all work together. But no, we all seem to want to be loggerheads. We always want, what the others have got. Like Trump and his so-called national security. Oh, let's take over Greenland and what have you. What's he going to do? Protect the orcas that are currently popping up over there, close to the ice shelves and that. No, he won't. He don't give a damn about anything like that. Yeah, but Canada is fine with its multicultural society. It's just colourful in so many ways, isn't it? It's just spice of life and all that. You can't all be the same. How boring would that be? And for me, I'm part Indian. My mother came over from India in the 50s, and it's just I love to see it. I love to see different race and creed. It's like my I've got 4 little black grandchildren, and my daughter's obviously white, and her half is Nigerian, and I don't think anything less of them just because they're brown kids. I don't think any less of their dad, Ken. I don't judge people on who they are, not what they are. To me, it just makes logical sense. Why was when my dad was ill, and I went to visit my dad in the hospital, and I was went to oh crikey, it was like a kiosk thing, get things for your mobile phones and stuff, and I need a battery, a little battery pack. So anyway, I went to see this guy who was a Muslim. He was in the Norwich Castle Mall, and he's a lovely chap. And he's a Muslim, and and he's sat chatting. My son introduced me to him, and he said, "I'll say a prayer for your dad." I'm sure he would. I'm not a religious man at all. But it was just a kind gesture. So I appreciated that. My dad's basically he had cancer and he just end life and all that. And I appreciated that. I don't care. I'm not a religious person, all right? People can do what they want to do as long as they don't hurt others. Simple as that. It's a lot of this hate, it's all fueled by big money. People have got too much. And a lot of people who, quite frankly, don't think things through aren't big thinkers, Eventually, we're all going to be the same anyway, We'll breed out racism. Have coffee-coloured people by the score. Yeah. A melting pot. We're doing great. Yeah, Canada's doing very well, actually. It's gonna. We can't be blind to the fact that what's been going on in with the United States. Of course, it's going to hurt Canada's economy to some degree, but there's been some choices made and some decisions made that redirect trade, and it's working. It's like what's going on in with the rail networks. Just 3.2 thousand miles worth of rail networks is no longer. They're not going to stop at US ports anymore, so they haven't got all the customs problems. So US has literally been It's like that sticky plaster, innit? Rip it off fast. That'll be funny, but Prime Minister in Canada, was it maybe 6 months, is it? He's been in power, something like that? Not very long, is it? Not long at all. And he's done a hell of a lot. Are you gay? No, I'm not gay. I'm a married man, got 6 children, alright? And if I was gay, why would it matter? Even though I'm not. Doesn't make me any less of a person, does it, really? Just because, are you gay? That's such a daft. It's a daft thing to say. Like this person here saying, a leprechaun is live. Oh, give me your gold. I like gold. Yes, give me your gold. You won't hurt my feelings, man. I'll tell you, I don't give a shit. All that sort of stuff I do not care about. So my daughter lives in Canada and calls USA the world's largest open-air prison. A lot of people have been saying that recently, haven't they? It's just, I feel for those who live in the United States, though, to be honest, who didn't vote for this madness and are currently living in fear and prospects, not just because of what's going on regarding physically, aggressively going on in the US, but, healthcare, all that sort of stuff. Just living in fear. An economy like the US is, and you don't even have a healthcare for the people. It's just, free at point of use and all that. It still has to be paid for, obviously. Other countries manage to do it. Why not the US? Well, because obviously greed again, and that. Too many billionaires who are owning half these massive organisations or part of all shares or what have you. They want to earn more money, don't they? Apparently they think they deserve it. The planet is screwed. Hello, Dr. Davies. That's the thing that worries me. You know it does. We've talked about this before, but we're all screwed with it. When you got war, like what's going on in Ukraine, you think what's happened to that? It's not just obviously the destruction of all those buildings. They're going to have to be rebuilt, so that's not good for the planet. You've got all those depleted uranium shells, all sorts of shit like that. All the toxic chemicals, that now leaching into the soil. It's just horrendous. And then obviously, like Chernobyl and crikey, what's it called again? Kryos. Oh, anyway, that power station. There's 4 or 6 nuclear power stations that are on standby at the moment. They still require power to keep them stable. And Russia keeps trying to cut the power. I think they're coming to an agreement at the moment, but Russia was destroying the power to it. Cheers, Paul. Thank you. I enjoy your videos. Thank you. The world is multicultural, and that's enough for me. We all have different ideas, and there's different religions and different ways of life, and we see things. Think of our idea what's important between different peoples is different, I understand that. I get that. Some people are more materialistic than others. So be, as long as we don't hurt other people, cause other people, detriment or take away their ability to survive, help people, can't we, Why not? Why is it an odd concept to be a decent human being? You got obviously a lot of evangelical type people out there who they tout all this stuff, but they don't practice it. Use it as a way of excusing themselves from their own crimes against humanity. My niece is now engaged to a very nice Sikh boy, and thank you, it doesn't matter if their children will be white or not. Well, it's just French and Scottish Canadians. It doesn't matter, does it? There'll still be little kiddies. There'll still be children. There'll still be your grandchildren, And it's just like my little grandchildren who happen to be black, and they are lovely, and they've done so well at school. You know, they're well ahead, well impressed. You know, a lot of it's down to her daughter 'cause she does a lot with them. But, you know, it's just, yeah, you know, I'm proud of my little grandchildren. And even that, they're only youngsters, you know, and they've already having to suffer racism because the current environment seems to be open to that now, which is absolutely horrendous. Okay, if the Chinese and Russian economies weren't eating shit at the moment, we'd be in real trouble. Russia's just signed a bill into law to recruit the reservists, 1.5 million reservists. So that's not good. Russia's economy is a bit of a strange one. Obviously, they've got the oil that they're trying to. They're a wartime economy, aren't they? And they've got the oil which they're selling to various countries. Even China's cutting back on Russian oil. But it's not just that. You see, Russia, what they're doing is they're actually encouraging the banks to loan the munitions companies money. It's another way of sort of printing money, really, I suppose, which will cause massive inflation. But he doesn't care about that. You know, people are struggling. You get in the big cities and what have you, they might appear to be, okay. But outside, suburbs of these big cities, Petersburg, and places like that, half these places haven't even got proper toilet facilities, in their homes. They're living in poverty. It's pretty horrendous, really, obviously, But yeah, the Chinese economy, obviously, with a saturated housing market, unlike the UK, that's not very helpful, is it, for China? But China's the economy is it's still an economy. It's still working. The assets are still there. It's not like it's just money being thrown away. It's just they've got property sitting there they can't do nothing with. But it's like with China, they invest huge amount of money in the infrastructure, like the rail networks and stuff. And it's not about how much money they can get out of it. It's about actually keeping the whole machine working. The Chinese government's not stupid. Far from it. I can't respect China in many ways, but I don't like a lot of the stuff that's going on. I respect their how can I put this? The fact that their decisions are to benefit not one person, so to speak. It's not just benefit President Xi. He's thinking about the country. That's what they're supposed to be doing, isn't it? Mixed heritage have amazing children. Yes, they do. I love Canada. It's calling out the bullshit. Well, they are. And the Canadian people are standing up for what they believe is right. And if they feel they're being attacked by the United States, the boycotts, elbows up and all that, we're seeing a huge impact on the US. From aluminum to tourism, whiskey, beer, wine, right across the board. The US has been hurt quite badly by these boycotts. It affects the economy, doesn't it? There's money coming in. Hello, Rebecca. Well, on a 2.5-hour walk, that's good. Yep, I have 6 kids. 11 grandchildren. So, yeah. My dear missus, she had 4 from a previous marriage, and then we had 2 together as well. So, I didn't make more. Wasn't that busy. But, yeah, Carol had a really hard time with her previous marriage. So, it's, and make each other. Well, I knew her from before anyway, but she's a little bit older than me. But we've been together 35 odd years or so. Married and that, you know, so can't be that wrong, can it? She put up with me for that long. Yeah, exactly. I agree 100% there. I feel for the Americans who didn't vote for this and who continue to suffer. It's frightening for them. It's frightening. It's depressing. It's just horrendous, isn't it? You know, people just want to get by and make their lives, you know, better for themselves and their families, and they get some fucking blubbering walrus in the half of White House, and just destroying everything, not just the White House. Horrendous, man. The fuck can you do? I don't know what I mean. What can you do to put things right? I don't know at the moment. You need to complete that reset. That's what you need. Hello, mate. Hello there, Steve. Hope you're well. Turning Point will select the next US president. Oh my God, that's a scary thought. What, Erica Kirk? JD Vance? Well, he's set to be it anyway, isn't he? Trump is very ill. If there's so-called 4 aspirin a day, is true. I don't actually. I think that's just bollocks. I don't think he's doing that. Although it would explain the huge amount of blood on his ear and very little injury, because your blood would be too thin. He's just constantly hemorrhaging. So there might be some truth in it, but I've got my doubts. Hello, Rusty Strings. I didn't take him very long to ruin everything. Not at all. It may no longer be an option once others step in and fill the vacuum. Well, they've done everything they need to do to break the Constitution, really, haven't they? With the Supreme Court being filled with sycophants. You people are truly sick. Indeed, God. Oh, God's sake. That's me. Yeah, I'm sorry, mate. I'm anarchist, and you do not need to believe in bloody God to be a decent human being. You just don't. You can just do good by others. You don't need all this so-called being to crikey, because God told us not. Oh, come on, give me a break. I didn't vote for Donny, says Rebecca. What a creep. He is a creep. Oh, you meant that with love. Okay. Hello, Joel. I hope you're well, my friend. Where I live, it doesn't matter, honestly. If you are digging someone out of being dug out of the snow, not a single person asks their sexual orientation, politics, or anything else. Spot on. Yeah, spot on. If you need help, you're not going to care where you get your help from, are you? As long as you're getting a bit of help, you know. And we shouldn't be judging people on this stuff anyway, or just. It's just madness. It is. It's just madness. And obviously racism. We're finding godless Prague. If someone takes a fairy tale seriously, they need to seek. Yeah, I haven't got a problem with people following a religion as long as it doesn't hurt anybody. As long as it's been used as an excuse for war, which often it is. Yes, like Trump, he's not a religious man. It's all bollocks, isn't it? You know, his Bible's got his name plastered on the top first in big letters. The Bible. It's just ridiculous. This man is so fake. Oh, crikey, what have I missed? Hello, Marcus in the chat. We'll be in the back. No worries, but buddy, that's quite late for you as well, mate. That's quite late for me as well, to be fair. I'm not going to be on for too long anyway, just because I hadn't managed to go live today, so I thought I'd just touch base. The thing is, when the orange melon expires, says Tanya, the terror is who will take his place. It won't be his vice president. Will it be the person behind him? Oh, Peter Thiel, the one who actually had the mind? Agreed, Mud. What did he say, Peter Thiel? He says, when he was asked the question, should the human race shouldn't he was going, yeah, he can answer it. In other words, a continuation of the human race. It's over, I tell you, it's over. Oh my God, Stephen Miller. What? Really? What, to be the president? He won't be there for long. These people aren't very clever. They're just gobs on a stick, aren't they? Oh my God. That's a really scary thought. Marjorie Taylor Greene to be the first female president of the United States. Oh my God, you couldn't pick a worse person. She's a fucking lunatic. She might have been saying some things that make sense at the moment, but crikey, she still believes in all the other shit. Like, I don't know, Jewish space lasers, for instance, and Biden was controlling the storms. Touch base. Why is it when you hate phrases? It just means people getting, trying to bring things together. Not bring things together, sort of, I can't remember now. Too tired. God, Margie Taylor Greene, well, that'd be hilarious. That would be funny though, wouldn't it? I like this new corruption class battleships. Corruption class battleships. What's the point of a battleship these days anyway? With big guns on it. Yeah, fire missiles, guided missiles these days, don't we? That's why we shut down the old. Yeah, that was 92 or 93. They dismantled the old ones. Yeah, she saw the writing on the wall and decided, yes, she's dishonest, didn't she? She had the sense to see the writing on the wall. But it's all about self-preservation. The Golden Shower Fleet. I think I got that written on the other side of here. Oh, that's very kind of you, Brooke. Yeah, obviously I won't be going to the US at the moment. I'd never get the ESTA. I'd never be allowed in. Oh, look at my social media. Fucking hell. She's had the bump on the head. She had an epiphany. I've got to save my own neck. Epiphany. But she would be an improvement at this point. Crikey, yeah, probably. At least you'd, get the Epstein files in their entirety. Oh, yeah, Happy New Year to you as well, Mud. Even Bush Jr. would be a more sensible candidate. I think anybody would. Anyone with half a Bradley brain cell. This man is so reactive, isn't he? Marjorie Green is just a bad actor. Multiple explanations to that term. Yep. I just played through Stowe to get this bottle of wine. Oh, thank you. Oh, great. Teresa. Thanks, Teresa. Yeah, I'm a bit of an acquired taste. I'm not everyone's taste, I know. I can tell by that with my views on my videos. It never seems to grow. You know, the channel doesn't anyway. Just one of the things, isn't it? Can't worry about it. We've got other stuff that we do, you know, regarding hello, Harry. I got my woodworking channel, Wally Bar Woodworking, and a couple of other channels as well. But yeah, I suppose I could improve my video. I could edit them or what have you, and just sort of condense them down a bit. Problem is when you edit something, it then becomes a potential lie. Not a lie, but you know, it could be seen as not being honest. I quite like the idea of it all being as I say it. So I don't edit my videos on this channel at the moment. Oh God, I agree 100%, Joel. What amazes me, AllShorts, is how clueless the Democrats are in the United States are sometimes. They believe if they get rid of Trump, everything will be as it was before. That's just ridiculous, isn't it? That is such a stupid thing to believe. It's the bloody Brexit song and dance. Yeah, again, it is. No, it's just a big continuation, just with a different figurehead. You know? The only difference I can see is that I can't imagine anyone really filling the boots of Trump. For some reason, these people love Trump. It isn't just about his policies or anything like that. They just got to think about Trump. It's an infatuation, I suppose. What got me is that all this so-called belief in the Constitution and the Supreme Court. Oh, they'll save us. Well, they haven't, have they? You know. And I've said this before. You know, I've been saying so many times you needed to literally go hard on this right at the beginning regarding the protests, because it was just what he was doing. It was obvious, wasn't it? You know, from day one almost. And the Democrats have been doing nothing. They've been sitting on their hands. The problem with them is a lot of them are paid off as well, aren't they? Bought. Exactly, cats. I mean, music. Trump verbally and physically and politically attacked Canada, your closest trading partner. How stupid is that? Of course, the Canadian people are going to stand up and say, "Hang on, we're not happy about this." Elbows up and all that, and boycott the US. Screw, you know, they're using the weapons that they have available to them currently, metaphorically speaking. Yeah, I understand, Paul. You live in the blue state. The feeling of doom is real, I can imagine. It's pretty horrendous what's going on, and then obviously got ice and that as well. But you know, at the end of the day, they're on a payroll, aren't they? Sooner or later they're going to end up finding themselves in the court, especially if they've done stuff that is outside of their remit. Yeah, it's not rhetoric; it's intention, 100%. And the Europeans are nasty, he says, isn't he? And the fact that they have in their bloody plans to undermine the EU, literally in that plan, wasn't it, 2025 plan, security plan, had to undermine the EU. Well, it just we have to take this stuff seriously, you know. I think it is normal. I think Rebecca is 100% right. I really hope people in the world understand that many Americans don't like what's going on in the United States. I do try and bring it up as often as I can, Rebecca, regarding the fact that a lot of Americans didn't vote for this, and also a support of what's going on in Canada and everyone else. And it's just it's a really awful situation to be in, isn't it? You know. Canada be fine. We're used to dealing with our crackhead downstairs. I quit drinking Jim Beam, and now they're stopping production. Just that's you then, isn't it? You've destroyed Jim Beam. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go to bed. I'm so tired. I just wanted to, use that phrase that people didn't. Someone said they didn't like touch base. Oh, it is hurting itself. I'm certain right, grunge thing. America is just depressed. I do worry about the people though. You know, I do worry about those whose families are going to be hurt badly by this big so-called big beautiful bill. You know, the lack of health care. It's just so horrible, isn't it? You know, it's terrible. We do keep it well. We'll see if this year, if the USA wants to be a country at all. Well, I saw a video clip earlier, but someone's being, but make fun and all that, but they're basically saying the United States is a third world country. You haven't got a health system for everybody. You haven't got healthcare available to everybody. That's mad. That's crazy. You can't have an economy without having healthy people. You just can't. Rowdy, very little, because a lot of them have turned to a huge amount of small, medium businesses that really suffered with this lack of trade with the US. And Cushman doesn't really cover small businesses. It's okay, like whole pallet loads and stuff like that, you know. Big deliveries, multiple items, and of the same item. But for a lot of businesses, little business, just business to customer model where they're just selling direct to the customer. Those customers are no longer viable because it just costs too much. You know, some businesses have to shut down because of it, which is a bit sad, you know. The US has a lead poisoning epidemic. Do you still have lead pipes in the US? Because in France, there's still a little bit of lead pipes out there, and also in the UK, usually the last little bit going into the house because it's down to the house owner to change it. I don't want to be aligned with Putin and Bibi. Netanyahu, don't blame you. The grunge thing. Hey, Barnes, give Caroline a little smooth from Belgium before you go to sleep. She's asleep now, she is. I hear her snoring. Anyway, I'm going to say love you and leave you. But please put the like button and maybe subscribe to the channel. Little bell icon, because then you get one buzzbee in your pocket every time I upload another video. And I just uploaded the video, so ping pong. So, yeah, I'm going to go to bed, I think, before I fall asleep in front of you. Toodaloo. Thanks, Joe. Much appreciated, my friend.